I guess as a little background, my former job as Senior Vice President with the MEDC, and I saw on a daily basis, this transformation that's taking place in the state's economy. For every company expanding or locating in Michigan, there were other companies that were contracting or worse, closing. But more often than not, the companies that were locating here or expanding were companies in this knowledge-based economy that are in sectors like information technology or life sciences or advanced manufacturing or alternative energy. And by and large, those companies recognized one of the key advantages of Michigan location were the students and the faculty and the research available at these three world-class universities and institutions. And I saw firsthand the power of these institutions, and that's why I chose to join the URC and why I believe so strongly in our vision, which is to help create the 21st century Michigan. As people talk about the new Michigan or the next Michigan. The URC was founded by these three presidents and these three institutions to leverage the power of these three institutions, under this premise that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, and that collectively we can be stronger, together. We've set our sights on 5 major goals, which you'll find on the first page of the 2009 annual report of the URC, and we've got copies here for everybody to take today. But I'd like to touch maybe briefly on what those 5 goals are for our organization and the URC. First, we want to encourage greater research collaboration amongst the 3 institutions. Back in 1999, the 3 universities came together and created what was then the Life Sciences Corridor. And you've heard a lot about the growth and success in the life sciences sector. But the $1.4 billion that these 3 institutions are spending on an annual basis on research and development, 2/3 of those dollars, or over $800 million, is in the life sciences area. So it's a huge engine of research, but it's more than just an engine of research. It's paying off in terms of the economy as well. Recently, the Michigan Venture Capital Association published some information talking about, in 2008, the 33 venture-backed companies in Michigan. Of those, 22 were in the life sciences area. So many of those were coming out of intellectual property that came from these 3 universities, or actually from faculty that spun those companies out. So the life sciences is an exciting area, as well as alternative energy or information technology, and a broad platform of research that are going on at the institutes. And our goal is to try to increase the amount of research going on and the amount of collaborations that are taking place. The second goal, we really want to increase the awareness of the URC, both inside and outside the state of Michigan, because we really do stack up well, as President Noren said, against other research-intensive regions around the country. And so we think we've got a story to tell and a message that plays well out not only here in Michigan, but nationally and globally. Third, we want to support business recruitment and development. We're not an economic development agency, but we are an economic engine. Look at some of the examples recently of Google in Ann Arbor, or IBM in East Lansing, or GE in Van Buren Township. Those companies located here in the state of Michigan because they wanted to be close to the brain power from students and faculty and research that is here at these organizations. And so we think we can play an effective role in helping to connect the businesses with locations around the state. Fourth, we want to forge new partnerships across Michigan. While the 3 universities have main campuses in East Lansing and Ann Arbor and Detroit, we're located here in Lansing not because of MSU. We're located centrally because we want to provide assistance across the state of Michigan. And these institutions reach all parts of the state, and we feel the mission is to assist all areas of Michigan in terms of economic prosperity. And finally, we want to assist communities in the revitalization of major metropolitan areas across the state. We recognize the importance of working with local communities in the renewal of our cities. And you probably see that very well when you go down to Detroit and you see not only Wayne State University, but also University of Michigan and MSU with offices on Woodward Avenue, and the commitment they have to working in urban areas and the revitalization of our cities. So, those are our 5 main goals and objectives for 2010. As President Noren said, $14.5 billion economic impact to the state's economy. We believe we can be an important organization and institutions to help drive and transform the economy forward here in the state of Michigan. So with that,
You can identify yourselves when you ask